You're right. Today we're going to do another underwater view. Today we are going to talk about the 6th Sense Movement 80X. This is in their new shad scales color. This color is super amazing. Now, to my knowledge, there is no other video out there showing what these look like underwater. So let's get into it and see what it looks like, because these things have a unique movement. Okay, so let's get into it. This is the 6th Sense Movement 80X, and I fish it just like I do a regular square bill, with the exception of one way, and I'll show you that way at the very end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it out there, and we're just going to slowly reel it back. When I say slowly, just at a steady retrieve, and you can see that action that it puts off underwater. That really, I think, triggers the bigger fish to bite it. I've caught more big fish on this thing than I have any other lure. So I'm going to just have a steady retrieve back. Not too fast, not too slow. That's super, I don't know what you'd call it, S pattern. So the next retrieve is a stop and go, just like I would any other crankbait. Just reel it fast, stop it. They float up fairly slowly. So a lot of your fish are gonna kill it on the fall. So we'll show it again, just a stop and go. Now when I'm reeling it, I'm putting a little more speed into it, but I'm only cranking it like 2.5, maybe 3 times. Show it to you one more time. The stop and go, just 2 or 3 cranks and stop, 2 or 3 cranks and stop, stop. That's it. Now, the next way that I like to fish this thing that catches a lot of fish, if they're super active, they have to be super active that day in order for this to work. But if they're really active and really chasing bait, you just throw it out there and you reel it back kind of super fast. I normally use this technique on a 7.2 heavy with a 7:1 gear ratio reel. This is a 6:3:1. If I'm fishing it like this, I normally use a 7:1. So here it is again. Just have that little bit of speed. Oop, caught the camera. There we go. Just has that little bit of speed to it. One more time. Man, that thing looks good in the water. That thing looks amazing. Okay, so that is it on the 6th Sense Movement 80X. This thing is a killer bait in the fall. It works all year round, but especially in the fall. These fish are going to crush this thing in the fall coming up when they start feeding up for the winter. When I fish this thing though, I like to fish it around cover. I like to fish it around boat docks and laydowns and stick ups, and I'm going to intentionally make that thing hit everything that I can. I'm going to force it to do it. That's when those fish are going to hit it, because it has that wide S pattern, hunting action, whatever you want to call it. And when it hits something, it bounces off and it's on from then. So I highly encourage you guys, if you're not fishing this thing, to fish it, try it. It's well worth the money. It's going to catch you some good fish this fall if you try it. So appreciate you guys watching. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought about this video. Hit that subscribe button right there. There's a couple of videos on this side here and here. If you haven't seen those, click them, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Boo!